Hey guys, Razor from Razor's Edge here, and I am ecstatic. Somebody, and I'm gonna try to say his name, jigokukishi, and I apologize, but you just made my day. So I had been asking a question forever about trade routes because the forums are toxic with information. I did see the moderators are banning users and getting that cleaned up, and bravo. So this individual, this hero, actually showed me trade routes. So I'm gonna do the English version of setting up trade routes. And this, you still need to do the new games every patch, new saves. So it still may not be for everyone, but since the devs took a couple days for their weekend, which they are rightly earned, he actually showed me trade routes and how to assign the storage rules, and I'm going to show you that now. Let's do this. And bravo. I told you on my YouTube page, if you were here right now, I'd kiss you. I'm not kidding. Here we go. Okay, you might remember this from the last guild series. AI control. Master AI for profit, production, or maximize building security. Now, we're going to go with balanced just by selecting that, and the AI actually will start controlling some of that. But this is actually the menu, and I get here by selecting the business, which I've now upgraded this to a level 2. And this isn't I've looked everywhere for this information, and this is wonderful. So I got to put this out there. So basically, you just select your business, so you hit the I key, and you can actually go in here and start assigning folks. And this is great. All right, so for trade routes, let's try to. I'm gonna keep this short because I'm still playing around with it, but it actually did bring it up, this menu. You've not seen this in my videos, and I've not been able to show them to you. So let's. I got some things to set up here, but let's pause, and I'll get everything running, and then I'll walk you through it step by step. All right. So now, not only that, I just gained another level, but I hit the I and assigned it to AI. As you can see, the AI has fully maxed out the workers, and they are in fact working, balanced, gathering the resource needed. This is great. So now I can actually fully automate this building just by hitting the I key, and then I clicked on the balance, and there was an icon down here for control of the AI, and I clicked on that. And if there's any part I need to explain further, I will. But as you can see now, everything's working. The storefront. So let's go back in. Man, I'm so excited I can't even talk. So we can actually click now on the trade route. And as you can see, here's what they're doing. They're collecting wild rose. Now, we haven't gone through here yet. Whoop. Don't want to do that. But these are our transports at this level. Now AI is going to be, now you've seen AI, they basically start controlling all of your income. They start hiring and firing employees just based on the balance and how the business is doing. But let's click on this trade route, and you can see that they've actually set up the wild rose to be delivered. If I click on, now I'm going to have to take AI control off to be able to manually do this. But this is working. I mean, this to me was stopping me from progressing further and just not understanding trade routes. So look at this is amazing. So here's his trade route. Polish, all this is getting dropped off so we can make all of our different products that we have available to us. Now let's go adjust our storefront, because that's the second piece of that. If you remember, I was selecting the building, going in here. Look at all that. But I was going in and going into storage rules, and it wasn't working here. So let's check that out. Okay, so the AI is controlling it, but it's actually right here. Storage route, resources. Now he's adjusting this on his own, and he's gonna make everything go back. But as you can see, these sliders work. So we're selling at 100%. We can actually bump that up. Stuff is really selling quite well. So we're gonna go to 104%. Storefront. This is the maximum number of products that can be sold in your storefront. And we can actually go to 4 on that because we have 4 products. And the maximum number of production to remain in your storage. Now, I'm going to run that at 2 because there are things that we want to hold on to. And I'll show you why later. But now this doesn't have a description yet. But these are the resources, and you can adjust that. And what these do basically it's kind of hard to explain. And as I figure out how to explain it, I will. But hopefully this is going to help you guys immensely. I'm going to go back and take this off AI control. So now I'm clicking the transport. We've got a markets. You can determine where your transports will obtain necessary raw materials. And we definitely don't want markets. You can see here, I can now move these. I can sort the order of whether I want long distance trade routes, resource providers. We are a resource provider, so there's no reason. We want our own warehouse to be at the top of the list. We don't want them to buy. We want them to go fetch. So let's see how that adjusts. And of course, the AI is going to probably right now, since I have him in control. But let's watch our profits go up. So I'm going to check in here in just in a second. But this is amazing. Look here. All these guys, they're working. They're not getting stuck. This is just like it used to be in the original series. And you can see the timers here. This is great. So let me pause here. I'm going to let this thing run for a little bit and do some high speed, because now I can this opens up a whole new level of potential. Hopefully I'm explaining this correctly too, how basically it's the I key. And once you hit the I key, everything else makes perfect sense. Let's go to trade routes. I believe. So let me play around with that a little bit on a non-automated AI so we can actually set up where we want to pick up, drop off. There's not a lot to do on this business, so actually I think what I'd like to do is go to one where I have to rely on stuff that I can't make. So because this particular industry is pretty hands-off. Oh, Rolling Stone Party Shop. Interesting. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I'm going to have a great Sunday. Alright, hold on. Let me figure some more stuff out here. So as you know, at that level now, I can run multiple businesses. Now, we've already upgraded this to a tentury, so let's go ahead and build a second building. Let's build a herbalist hut, and this one's going to be under my control. We'll actually manage this one ourselves, and we'll build it right across the street. And we'll start up a second business. And we're going to grow our economy. I don't know, I might even be able to get married. I saw somebody just post on the forums this morning, how do you run for office? I've explained that in my videos several, at least 2 times, I think. But it's pretty simple. You just basically click on the character himself.
Stop clicking me!
Yeah, he gets irritated when you do that. But since he's in the building, it's going to be hard on him right now. But to run for office, you just basically click on the diplomacy tab. It's pretty simple. You click the little feather there in the action once you've got the appropriate level, and you just plop yourself in there as a town clerk or whatever office is available, and you run for office. And I mean, a lot of this isn't completed yet, but he'll eventually either get voted in or voted out. And you remember in the old Guild series, they'd run an election and they'd vote. But based on my popularity, and since that office it doesn't look like anybody else is running, or you'd see some of those arrows missing, but he'll run for office and we'll start making additional income from holding an office. So let's I'm gonna let this building finish, and it's gonna be under my control. And I'm going to run this one, set up trade routes, and set up the hiring and firing, and run this business on my own. Okay, the second building is complete, so we're going to go ahead and hire an employee for a transporter, and we're going to hire a worker. Now, we're going to flood the market here, so we're going to have to do some trading with some nearby cities, and as you can see, we're going to need a cart to start trading with Berlin. Actually then, and the other 2 are by ship, so we'll see if we can't pick up a cart. Now again, you can't do anything from here. As you can see, nothing works. The map view, deleting routes, but you basically create those by the I key. So once we get somebody hired and I get that position filled, there he is. I can click on the trade route. And let's see here. Now the AI is doing it on the first one. So let me toy around with this because I don't see the product. So I'm going to still have to mess around with this one, so give me a second. I may just edit this clip out because I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I just assumed it was going to work. So, yeah, the view map isn't working here. Those just may not be finished yet, but let me play around with this. Okay, one of the things I noticed here too, you can select an AI master. Basically, I clicked on that button and it gives me an option of who should run. I'm not sure what this number means, but I put a 1 in the other one. We're going to put a 2 in this one and hit confirm. And I've got the second one set up as maximize profit. I think I'm going to need a cart to get to get to Berlin, so I'm going to continue on. But I wanted to get this up because I know a lot of people have had questions about trade routes, and right now when I click on these, I'm not getting the additional resources. So that's something that, and I think it could be, if I right click, I get the raw material, but I'm not able to select in and get an option of what resources, and I can't add an additional destination. So at least I can get the AI up and running multiple business fronts with some of the other classes that I've been testing that do require material. So I'm going to test this further, but this was pretty good that somebody actually got on the page and took the time to tell me about that an I key. Who knew? And as you notice now, when I click on this building and go under manage, and storage rules, these all work. The sliders are working properly. Everything's working as it should. So yeah, there's some bugs in here, but I'm able to automate a business. You just can't do it from in here. So that was great. So I'm going to end this video. I don't want to carry it out too much further. I'm going to start another class, and hopefully, being Sunday, we'll probably have another patch. I'll have to start over. I may just wait and do it and show it off with the next patch, because they may actually probably already have fixed this. But at least you guys are able to play this game and play with trade routes. And the fellow that asked about the running for office, he'll catch that. So more people that are actually able to play this and be able to work through knowing that they've got to save and unsave with each patch, it'll help them out. So anyway, this is Razor from Razor's Edge. I hope you found this video useful. I know it was quick. Look at that. I know it was quick and not a lot of detail in it, but I sure felt it was due to get up on the forums to get people to understand the trade routes at least a little bit. And we still got some additional questions on getting those resources in the trade route. Because when I click on that, as you can see, I can't. Again, in the other gentleman's video that I had shown, it was in another language, and I could see him clicking on this, and I didn't know where in the world did he get that menu. But he was actually able to go in and click on different resources. So this was great. So anyway, you guys have a great day. This is Razor from Razor's Edge signing off. Till next time, I'll see you when I see you. You guys have fun and keep playing. The ones that have bought this game, keep playing. I mean, it's priceless to get the bug reports. Take care.